to the West End Radiators Resource Video Library. Today's video covers how to measure a bolt-on copper brass core. As we strive to recore your rad to be as close to the original as possible, please be sure to identify the fin style on the build sheet. In the case you're looking to solve a heating or external plugging issue, you may want to request a change to the fin style or number of fins per inch. You can discuss the available options when our sales reps contact you with your initial quote. In this example, we're measuring a Kenworth bolt-on copper brass core from our inventory at our Winnipeg warehouse. When measuring a bolt-on core height, always measure from inside of the header to inside of the header. For example, this specific core height would be 40¼ inches. Next, measure the width. You'll measure the overall core width. For example, this would be 29 inches. If your rad has welded on side plates, provide both the measurements with and without side plates. With side plates, this would be 29¼ inches. Next, you'll want to measure the thickness. If there's a side plate in the way, you can use the steel rod method as we've explained in our other training videos. However, in this core example, the side plate ends before the header, allowing us to easily measure the width of the core without needing to use a steel rod. For example, the width of this core is 2.5 inches. Next, you'll count the number of bolt holes. We have 40 here, and then measure the header length. Our example is 32 1/8 inch, and width. Our example is 7 3/8 inches. Repeat these three measurements with the bottom header as well, in the case that the measurements are not the same. In our example, they are. You'll also want to note if the headers are centered, like in our example here. If offset, measure the distance of the edge of the header to the edge of the outer row of tubes. For offset cores, the measurement on the fan side is often the crucial measurement, so please include. Be sure to also indicate the different number of rows and number of tubes. Our example is 4 rows of half-inch tubes. It's also important to note that our cores come standard with corner reinforcements. If you need full reinforcement, please note this on the form. Finally, note if there's anything unusual about the core, such as notched corners, presence of a PTO/crank hole, or anything else. If the PTO/crank hole is present, please provide measurements from the bottom header to the center of the opening, as well as from the outer edge of the core to the center of the bottom. Put these measurements into our bolt-on order sheet, and someone from our team will follow up with next steps, pricing, and estimated lead time.